it's Tanya and I'm here with a journal with me, and yes, I am starting to journal the big travel adventure that I went on, and that was to go to America, to Phoenix, to Creativation 2019, as well as to go on to Las Vegas. And yeah, it was a tremendous amount of fun. And what I'm doing here is just going through, and I'll talk about that more when I actually get to journal that bit. But yeah, I'm going through all the bits and pieces that I collected along the way. I'm actually kind of sad there wasn't more ephemera for some reason. I don't know. Either I was too wrapped up in what I was doing to actually collect, or there wasn't that much to collect. I'm not sure. But I do have some bits and pieces to work with, and I have a lot of photos to work with, which is fantastic. And I have printed them all on my sprocket, and I'm very pleased to announce that I have finally mastered the art of the sprocket. It is a bit of a learning curve, and I do have Courtney Diaz to thank for it. She mentioned in one of her videos on her Patreon that she heavily edits her photos, and when you do that and then you print them out, they actually come out really nicely. So I'm super pleased with the quality of these. Yeah, they're not, if you had printed them as a on photo paper through your printer, but they are damn near as good. So yeah, I'm delighted. And what I'm doing here is just putting things together that kind of go together so that I can start to stick them all in my journal and get my art journaling on. And yeah, I'm just paper clipping them all together. I've got these really cute little clothespins, that's what they're called, yes. Teeny tiny ones, and yeah, I don't use them for anything, so I thought this was quite cute. Stick it all together. Whether they hold all those photos together, it doesn't really matter. I'll remember, hopefully. But anyway, now on to some of the arting. And I did buy a couple of things while I was in America, and one of them is this Tim Holtz spray bottle, which obviously has a huge learning curve to it because I couldn't get it to work for the longest time, so I still don't know if I got it right. And I bought some paintbrushes, some watercolor paintbrushes, which I was very excited about. We went to an art store. I think it was called Arizona Art Store, actually. We went to a lot of shops. I mean, let's face it, when you go on holiday, you do go to an awful lot of shops. We went to all the Michaels we could find, all the Joannes and the Tuesday Mornings and the Hobby Lobbies. So I can say with great delight that I have been to a lot of these stores that I hear people talking about when I watch their videos. And yeah, so now I know what they look like and what it feels like to use a coupon. I will say the coupons were that was a nice thing. And I just decided to do a rainbow because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And I wanted this spread to be, heavily coloured. Very, very colourful, because Creativation was, it was a thing of colour. Sorry. If I sound out of breath, it's because I have unfortunately come back and somebody, I don't know who, because who knows who on an airplane, but somebody has given me, and I apologize for that, I'll turn my phone on silent. I usually do that. I hate when that happens to me. It's very rude. Anyway, I have come back and I have got bronchitis. Yeah, so that's great. Good thing to be on an airplane with a whole bunch of people that evidently have germs that they spread around. Very generous of them, I must say. Yeah, and also it was a long trip for me. It was longer getting to America than it was coming back, mainly because of the layover. Going there, I had a 7-hour layover at Heathrow, which I managed to spend the time quite wisely. Well, I suppose if you consider that I booked myself into one of the airport lounges wise, then it was fabulous, because it was only for 3 hours, because it's quite, from my perspective, it's quite expensive, but I did get to have a shower, which made me feel ever so human. And then for the last couple of hours I met up with Lisa. Lisa, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to say your surname. I think it's Fusaneska. She comes from Luxembourg. She's also part of the Hip Kit Club design team, and she joined us at Creativation. And when I say us, that of course is Irit as well, because she and I had decided that this was the thing we were going to do. And we did it. And then we had her join us, and Jen Scow, Crafty Jen Scow, she also joined us, and we all stayed in an Airbnb in Phoenix, and we just had the most amazing time. It was wonderful. And I'm just going to take a break. Hang on a sec. I'm back, even though for you there was no time delay. Yeah, so this stamp set we got, Arit showed it to me. I think we were in Joanne's actually, and we both thought it would be, perfect to chronicle, there's the word, to chronicle our trip. And I did that on some Yupo paper, which I'd got in a paper sampler kit. And then, I duly coloured in the Phoenix, the Arizona state, and then I remembered that I had alcohol inks, and Yupo paper is just brilliant for that. So I decided to do this, and I must say, putting alcohol ink onto Yupo paper, it's the most amazing thing. It's right up there with embossing actually, and I apologize for my head, but oh well, it's just going to be there. Alcohol ink on Yupo paper, and then the Ranger, the blending solution. Oh dear me, you just could have absolute ball with it and just keep putting it on and on and on. And then I figured, okay, well, let me try my Jelly Roll white pen and see if I can get it going there to indicate where we were. And I think I'm going to probably use the stamp set a lot in these little spreads because it's so much fun. And so yes, as per usual, I've done my journaling on my typewriter on the Tomoe River paper, and yes, I suspect that I'm going to be using the stamp set a lot. And the journaling, I actually I took a little journal with me so that I could write every day, and I was reasonably good. I wrote every day for the first couple of days, and then it just went by the wayside, which is a little sad because now I'm having to do my journaling after the fact, and I do prefer to journal in the moment. But I wrote up the first bit, and I've now got it in there, and I've disappeared again. I have no idea where I've gone now. Oh, I'm back again. Ah, that's right. I went to go and find some washi tape because obviously with all these little tip-ins, I'm going to be using my washi tape. And this spread is essentially how I got there, the flights. And yes, that's a Jane Davenport pen that I bought in America too. And there I'm putting a lot of the photographs on this page as well. I do have a tremendous amount of these little sprocket photographs because, well, we all took them, and because we were there together, we had a shared Facebook group that we could chat on, and we've all shared our photographs there. And so it's great. I'm just having so much fun putting in all of this stuff, and what can I say? It was an amazing time. And the lovely thing about journaling like this, of course, is, or even scrapbooking, well, this is a form of scrapbooking, isn't it? It's just on a smaller scale, is that you get to relive everything that you did. And maybe I should speak about Creativation a little bit, because I've got an awful lot of video that I need to get through. I can remember following the videos of CHA and thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I really wish I could go there and meet all the people and, watch all the demos and just be a part of it. And it was wonderful to be there, and I saw a lot of the designers that I really enjoy. Obviously there's Shamel and Paige Evans and dear Lizzie, and all of them, Vicky Booten, Jane Davenport, all of those big names. And you walk around and you see them there, and you kind of get a little bit starstruck. Let's be honest. It was a little bit awe-inspiring because normally you see the products that they produce, and you play with them, and you always wonder what it's like to meet the people. And it was lovely to meet them, it really was. But I think because this is a trade show and they are there sell their products, and they are there to sell their products to kit clubs like Hip Kit, but also to shops and things. So there was a very business focused atmosphere about it, which if I had thought about it, but I don't think very much anyway, is I would have realized that. And oh yeah, the washi tape was a bit sticky on the other side, so I just put a bit more on there. So yeah, it was lovely, but I think that had it been a different type of show, then maybe one could have really got to know some of the people a little bit better than one did, because, I mean, they're there to sell their stuff, so they don't really have a lot of time to, you know, sit and chat to somebody who's only there because, you know, they're very sweet. Hip Kit Club owner said that they could come along. So yeah, but it was fantastic. And the new collections that are coming out, there are some really, really lovely ones, and the tools that are coming out, the innovative tools. There was one there by We Are Memory Keepers. It's a foiling system, but what they've done essentially is they've taken a little gadget which you can put in well, there's different gadgets, but they can go on any of your die cutting machines, and they will then do foiling for you. And yeah, I'm sorry, I really sound out of breath. It's ridiculous, but what can I do other than blame the person on the airplane? But yeah, so that was great. And I realize I'm actually coming to the end of this video, so I will be talking much more about all my adventures when I upload my next Journal With Me spread. So I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Bye bye.